Hey, I'm back with Tennessee Flatbed. We're here to answer the questions that y'all may have for us.
What's
Questions,
up,
comments,
all?
concerns. How you been doing, Thomas?
I've been good.
Been good.
Been
Flatbed keeping you
good.
busy.
Yeah, our load was pretty decent.
Kenworth Rider, hey, good evening. Kenworth Rider, I'm going to tell you that it's looking good for about the time you upgrade because I've been having my students upgrade a lot here recently. So, like, signs are showing good signs on upgrading and having a truck for you. What's up, Gus? Who's Gus?
Guys,
Oh, that's supposed to be guys. Hey, what's going on, Peg Leg?
I might be able to not type, but I can read my own language.
Yeah, there you go. Green Wrench Trucking says, good evening. At Pearson waiting for rest of the load for Miami. Ooh, good luck going to Miami. Miami's tight. Tight. And I tell you what, man, it's sure been busy here lately. Like the pads have been full. Like there's been lots of people out there training. And
It's been raining.
oh, and it's been raining. You should have seen us today, man. We were walking highlighters out there. You should have seen us.
Oh yeah,
We were
I got
glowing.
soaked yesterday though. My boots were even swimming.
Yeah, you were looking fly in those rubber boots.
That was today. Yesterday I was wearing my regular boots, and
Hey,
they
I'll
were.
tell you what, those glow in the dark Air Force Ones I was wearing today, man, they did not get wet. Like my feet did not get wet.
Hell yeah.
But I had it all the way down to my ankle. Now they're lows. I bet if I wasn't wearing those rain pants, they would have got wet around the ankle part. But they did pretty good.
But
Oh,
yeah.
there's your comment, bro.
Yeah, FBG. Yeah, I just can't speak, but I can read my language when it comes out the same way I type it. So
I'm not going to Miami. Waiting for the rest of our load coming from Miami. Yeah, the whole Miami area is not good.
oh yeah.
You know, that's one thing about Florida. We have a lot of people coming from Florida. It's going to cause a major issue whenever people are from Florida are going on home time and trying to get out of there. You know, there's not going to be as many loads to get you out of there. It causes quite a problem. And that's why back, I don't even know, beginning of last year, we were not hiring from Florida or Georgia area because we had too many people from that area and we couldn't get loads out of there. People would go on home time and they would grab up whatever load they could. And if you were running a load to Florida, you couldn't get out of there because guess what? Everybody's on home time. We were paying big deadheads and stuff like that. We need to get some of our Midwest guys back out here to even it out some.
Yeah, that's all I've been getting. Florida, my two students that tested out Friday were from Texas.
Yeah.
And I've got my current student now. It's from Missouri, and I don't know
And
where my student is yet.
one of them got a TNT trainer already too. So
Yeah, the husband got a TNT trainer. He got it today.
1 week later he has a TNT trainer. That's not a long wait right there. So
He's going to be a minute though, probably.
I think a lot of the waiting times are cut down because we're getting people into trucks now. I think that's helped out a lot. I don't think we're having that big of an issue with trucks at the moment, so we're picking up some. Han says my truck got hit while on home time last week by one of our drivers. Smashed my cattle guard. Oh, Hans, I'm sorry to hear that. Man, Hans never goes on home time. I'll tell you this. Hans never goes on home time because he's a hard running truck driver, super trucker Hans. Soon as he goes home, his truck gets hit whenever he parks it.
That sucks.
Yeah, that does. I'm sorry to hear that, Hans. Just watch.
Don't say anything about that movie.
You what?
Don't say anything about that movie.
Don't
want
spoil it. Well, let me know if it's good or bad because I don't want to go. My theory with it is I don't want to go watch it and it completely ruin the first one.
I've heard it's as good as the first one.
Is it?
Yeah, I want to take Christina to it.
Yeah, I want to go see Jurassic Park, dude. I'm not even.
I want to go see the Jurassic Park too.
Loads are only juice and flora out of Florida. If not, it's a deadhead out. Yes, exactly. Hans, thank you for the super chat, man. More ice cream for the son. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him more ice cream. Hans is over here controlling my life. He's all like, look, if I give him money for ice cream, he has to take his son out for ice cream the next night.
Uncle Han's gonna sugar up his nephew.
Yeah, I got to deal with him. Let's see. Jeff says, do you have to wait in Springfield if you're waiting on a TNT trainer? Okay. Yes and no. So what they're going to do is they're either going to tell you, hey, we got a trainer coming to Springfield to pick you up, so you'll be waiting here. Or they're going to tell you, hey, we don't have a trainer for you right now. You can go ahead and go home and wait for a trainer at home. They can pick you up there. You know, it's whatever works best. One thing I will tell you is like, man, I start getting tired of people like saying, like you hear it all the time. People test out, hey, can you tell me when I get to go home now? I'm all like, dude, you know, I don't run that. I'm not in control of that. You wait for a TNT trainer. Whenever I came out here, there wasn't no go home. It was, hey, you tested it out. Good. Here's your CDL. Hit the road for TNT. It wasn't none of this, hey, you got to go home and wait for a trainer. It was go straight to TNT. So I wish we would get back to that.
Expect.
Do what?
So that's what you should expect. Get a TNT and go out to work. That's what you're here for, is to get a job.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that are complaining about going home. Man, look, you came out here to over the road job. I mean, get ready for it. Look at the video I posted yesterday. It's truthful. Like that's some of the hardest things that we have to sacrifice out here driving. Must see in the theater. So it's a must see in the theater. Kenworth Rider says, no, you can go home and wait on a trainer and get paid too. Yes, you can, but don't be expecting it. Don't be expecting to go home and wait on a trainer. I forgot to click the names on here. So Tennessee Flatbed, you got anybody testing out tomorrow? Or
yeah, soon? I've got my former student's wife testing out tomorrow.
Former student. So we got a former student's wife. So he said, hey, train my wife, and you said yes?
Yeah. He hit his 6 months, hit his 7 months, came in to be a TNT trainer so he could be her TNT trainer, and then asked if I would train her because I did such a good job for him. And he wanted her to have the same training he got.
See, and that's really good. Like that shows how good of a trainer, how good of an instructor Tennessee Flatbedder is, that once one of his students had somebody come in here, especially his wife, he said, man, you did such a good job with me and I trust you so much. I want you to teach my wife. And that shows that you're a good instructor right there, is whenever your students are putting their friends on your truck, that because they didn't forget you, they're all like, man, you gave me the best chance of getting my CDL and the best chance of being successful after I got my CDL. You know, it shows a lot of respect right there. Not me. I did not complain. On PSD trainer would have beat to death. Hey, Kiersey, what's going on?
What's going on, Kiersey?
She's back. Have you seen her?
I've seen her 4 times, and she waves, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her. She is gone by the time I get my truck parked and try to get out.
She's doing good out there. I seen her the other day. She was letting her student back into the spot. It was raining, and I was all like, I'm not doing that. I'm backing it in because I don't want to stand in the rain. But she was taking care of business out there. She had her student backing it into the spot. She was out there helping. Like, she's doing work. It's good to see her back in Springfield.
Oh, yeah.
Hans says, do any of you actually take a female over the road training? And if so, how do you handle it teaching a woman? Tennessee, you just took a female over the road with you. How was it?
Yeah, I pretty much asked him first if her husband was okay, which was my former student, and he was like, yeah. She's like, yeah. I treated her just like another person. I made sure I was able to feed her needs and when she needed them. I mean, other than that, she was one of the best students that I had driving that whole time too, which is weird. I mean,
best driver. That's good.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times the female students, what I've noticed is my female students, whenever I was training female students, they listen really well and they were great at following directions. There was none of this ego like, hey, hold my beer and watch me do it. It was all like the female students are like, what do you want me to do? You want me to turn left, and then you want me to turn right, and then they listen to everything you say. They're all like, oh, you want me to trace the curb with my tire? You want me to stop at a stop sign? Okay. Like, they listen really well and they follow directions really well.
Yeah, if you watched my last video I put out last week, I did an interview with the husband and wife that I trained last week that trifected last Friday. It was a pretty good interview with both of them.
Yeah, it was. It was a good videos. And make sure y'all are subscribing. I took my 4th and got 2 in Kansas City now on a load. Oh, so Kiersey took 4 students and now she's on a load to Kansas City. Or in Kansas City.
Not a bad run.
Yeah, it's nice going to Kansas City. Like, I'm always down for a Kansas City load. Hey, Big D and co-host. Is there any money in reefer, or is there more money in reefer or flatbed? They all pay the same, because if one division paid more than the other, then we would all go to that one division. So they all pretty much pay the same. Trucking along with Kiersey says, screw the rain. Crybabies left the path, so I grabbed one. Yeah, I stayed out there in the rain for a while, but like whenever it came to backing it in, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to back it into the spot. I'm trying to get out of here. And plus, my students were really struggling with backing that day. I was trying to get out of there. No excuse. Real women out there in the rain don't let rain stop them one bit. They take care of business.
Yeah, just like my Cuban. She's Cuban. She was struggling with alley dock yesterday, and we sat out there in downpour, and she wanted to make sure she got that down before we called it good. She wasn't complaining nothing about the rain at all.
Do you have to wait at load docks for flatbed loads like reefer? How's your detention pace?
Not as much. We pretty much get loaded and out. I mean, the longest I've ever sit at a shipper is probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Women
make better drivers. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I was in Vegas one time at that TA in Vegas, And some of those spots are really hard to get into. So I was parked in my spot and there was an empty spot next to me. And several people were trying to get in this spot, like some super truckers, like all kinds of people were getting it, trying to get into the spot. And nobody could get in this spot. Like they were having problems. They had people helping them. Nobody could get in this spot. A little while later, a female comes by, and I was all like, oh, she's going to try back in here. I was like, she better not hit my truck because everyone else, I had to be on that air horn, like, please don't hit my truck. Don't hit my truck. Man, I'll tell you what, she didn't have to pull up one time, and she stuck it right in there perfect. It was like, I don't know, something out of some movies. Like, she just put it right in there. That's Muhammad. What's going on, Muhammad? I would never train a woman. They are too emotional. I've never really had a female get too emotional. Have you?
I haven't yet, but I've only worked with 2 right now.
Yeah.
And both of them are no problem.
Kenworth Ryder says, all I can say, backing training has improved my backing. All of my forms and utility trailers I own. Oh, for sure. You're going to learn a lot more on this trailer, this reefer trailer or flatbed trailer than you're going to learn just doing it by yourself. Like you're going to get a lot more experience. What you think? What you think about that?
Oh yeah, it improves everything that you do. I mean, once you understand the concept of the way that trailer is going to move, you can back up pretty much any trailer.
You think they're going to start moving trucks electronical with no truck drivers needed? I've been seeing that around a lot of YouTube. Not for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't see it coming for a long time. I really don't.
And even there was one that I was watching. There was still somebody sitting at an office somewhere else on the camera playing it like a video game. So it was still manned.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to need a CDL driver. You're going to need someone to hook up and unhook the trailer, stuff like that. You know, I know that they can come up with systems and stuff for that. Who knows what the future will hold? I don't see it coming anytime soon, I will say. Trucking along with Kiersey says, flatbed guys have come and shook my hand for backing better than them. Reefer squad, reefer squad.
FBG.
Go shake her hand, man. She backs better than you, bro. You notice she didn't say she backs better than the reefer drivers. She said she backs better than those flatbed guys. She'll probably clean house with me, too. Trucking along with Kiersey says, women are emotional. I was crying for 2 months when I was new. Hey, and you know, we can't like I don't forget what my first night was on trucking in a truck. I got my first night on the truck. I loaded all my stuff in there. My trainer was all like, look, I'm gonna drive. And he went down these back roads in Arkansas, up and down Arkansas 27, driving like a madman. Then I was like, oh, I'm so scared. This is scary. You know, it's a manual truck. I don't know how to drive a manual truck. Like I was scared. I ain't even gonna lie. We stopped at a diner, a little hole in the wall, and I'm a germaphobe. Like they were cooking the food, and he was all like, "Hey man, I'm gonna pay. You're gonna come in and eat with me. I'm paying for the meal." I was like, "Okay." I went in this hole in the wall, like, man, horrible truck stop, horrible truck stop. And the cook over there, man, I swear to God, he was missing some fingers and had some tentacles growing out of every knuckle. And I was like, I can't eat this. I was sick. So I barely ate what I could, man. And like I told my trainer, I was like, hey, I'm going to go head back to the truck. I'm tired. And he was all like, okay, go for it. I went up, got in top bunk. And like, I was all like, why did I do this? I miss my family. Bro, I started bawling, like tears rolling down my face. I was crying. Like, you know, I give it to you. Like, women are not the only ones that get emotional. I was up there crying like a girl. And I was all like, man, I'm all the way out here. I'm all like germaphobe. like I have to live like an animal in a truck stop. Like I was freaking out. Like I was like, I'm gonna get some skin disease out here. I'm gonna catch the tentacles growing out my knuckles and missing fingers and stuff. Like, what did I do? Like I was tripping. I don't know. How was your experience? Your first night, Tennessee?
I guess my experience is, pretty decent because I had my brother-in-law as my trainer, and heck, I actually spent more time with him than I did my wife for the first 3 months. So yeah, it was. I had no problem. I had my old lady to talk to. I struggled with the cell phone service because it really irritated me, but because we couldn't talk like we wanted to, it was cutting in and out. We couldn't do video chat at that time. So once I had her with me, it was a breeze. So
yeah, it makes it easier. One of that phone service and technology nowadays.
mm-hmm.
Where were we at? I'm in CDL school right now, but when I finish in June, I'll call Prime. Will be a long process because I heard they're backed up on getting people to their own trucks right now. Actually, right now, I don't see a problem with getting people to their own trucks right now. Um, I'm having like four. I'm having anywhere from like 2 to 4 students right now upgrade a week. So I'm pretty sure we got trucks coming in. I'm seeing a lot of students coming in right now that I've trained. They're coming to see me on the pad, and they're all upgrading. So I don't think the truck problem's much of a problem. I kind of don't understand. Like, if you don't want to answer this, you don't have to. But I'm kind of curious why you went with a CDL school instead of coming straight to Prime. If you don't mind, if you drop that answer in there, let me know. Like, I'm just curious. I'm always curious with that because we have a training school here. And whenever you get your CDL somewhere else, you're still going to have to come over here and go through the PSD process, anyways. It's just shorter and you have to do less. I'm just indulge me. Some women drive better, I'm sure. I know a few who have 3 million safe miles. Yes, and they're like Prime. Prime is one of those companies that we do the Highway Diamonds banquet. Like we really push on female truckers here at Prime, and I like it. Like I think it's great that Prime's big on that, and I think that it's good to help the women get into trucking because they have as much place in trucking as anyone else. At Prime, they don't discriminate. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, male, female, whatever. They don't discriminate. They bring you here. What'd you think, Thomas?
On discrimination? No, we don't discriminate at all.
Where was I at?
I don't know. Jump down there to Christina's.
It was a shock to me years ago when my brother said they train on site. I don't think a lot of people know
About our training pad.
Go for it, Tennessee.
She's just making a statement saying that she didn't know. It was a shock to her when I started that we actually trained there at Prime. We didn't train out in the world. We do both, basically.
Yeah. The Asian might released the vehicle of 2 Flying J and pilot excursion. Price. It's too much to read, man. 4-letter words over here. We're not college educated. We're having a hard time reading all that. If it doesn't fit in one sentence and don't use a period, we can't read it.
Plus,
dumb truck driver.
Third.
Twisted, what do you do if you see a cockroach at a restaurant? I leave. I'm not eating there. Nope. Yeah, I'm a germaphobe, man. Whenever I saw public, like I was all like, "Oh my gosh, I have to use public restrooms." Like I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't do that. Like I'm freaking out because I'm thinking I'm gonna get some skin eating disease on you. Hey, one of my trucker buddies, he used the bathroom in a truck stop and he got a big boil in the center of his back. Dude couldn't even walk. He was laid out in his truck for a while till they popped it and drained it and put medication in it. And it was like, whoa, he sent me pictures. I was like, whoa, I don't want to see that. Like it was gross. Like I don't want no boil like on me, like can't sit down or nothing. I don't know. Tennessee, you ain't a germaphobe?
Not that bad. I do have issues the way cleanliness of a restaurant is, but I normally go to Walmart, buy my food, and eat in my truck.
Does Prime hire people who stay at home parents, aka have no verifiable work history? From my dealings with that, no, you have to have 2 years of current work history. It doesn't hurt for you to call a recruiter and ask them and talk to them. It never hurts to talk to somebody, but I've ran into the case 3 times now, and every time it's been no, we're not hiring that person. They'll tell them, hey, get a job real fast, come back in a couple years, yada, yada, yada. Electrical trucks have a bad ideal, just my opinion. Example, during a snowstorm and are closed, electric trucks will shut down after the battery runs out. Yeah, that's a good point. We rolling roadblocks over there.
Oh yeah.
I had anticipated taking my permit test yesterday. Even arranged to have 2 days off to study, but air brakes and combination kicked my butt because I'm not a mechanic. LOL, I'll take it Wednesday. Jeffrey, nobody's a mechanic when well, I'm not saying nobody. Most people are not mechanics when they come out here. It takes a lot of studying. You know, I mean, is study, study, study. They got lots of material you can read. You can take the CDL prep test. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do, Jeff. So, study, study, study. How can a germaphobe have a beard like Santa Claus? We keep it clean. Keep it clean. Oh, you shaved off the sides of it.
Yeah, you didn't see that today?
No, I was freaking tripping. Like it was raining. I had rain in my eyes. I didn't know that you cut off your sides and you got to go tea now.
Yeah. Yeah. Christina wanted me to look like I did when we first met for her birthday. So it's her birthday tomorrow.
Birthday got you. So birthday shaving over there.
So, yeah, put me down on a referral. Driver code DODSTH.
Hope you be my trainer. I want to go flatbed. I know a guy refused to wash laundry on the road. What? I know a guy who refused to wash laundry on the road in community washer and dryer. He buys an outfit every day or every other day. Yeah, and I've seen some people do that. Like I've seen people buy a whole bunch of clothes, wear it till it gets dirty, and then throw it away. Like I've seen that. So like I understand that. I don't think really the washer and dryer really bugged me too much, but I could be wrong. Or I mean, like it never bugged me much because you're washing it. I just would go in there and I'd have to check them all and make sure I found the cleanest one and the cleanest dryer and stuff like that. I just didn't want to wash my stuff in like a messy one or one that stunk real bad. Wouldn't be too good. But if y'all don't know that the truck stops have washer and dryers, take your quarters in there. They got a new pay card system, right? Right, Tennessee?
I guess I don't. I've never did my laundry out on the road. I took 2 weeks worth of clothes with me.
Oh, but they got like a little pay app where you can use the pay app instead of carrying change on you now. That's way nicer, way more convenient. You don't have to have a bag of quarters. Nice thing about having a bag of quarters is when you found a vending machine, which you find them all over being a trucker, you could get a soda or something out of it.
Or get stuck at that quarter machine that you put in quarters and it eventually drops out a bunch more.
Yeah, I put the 20 in one of those. Oh, man, that was a lot of quarters.
Yeah.
Peg Leg says, I got a word. Get Christina over here. We got a word I can't say. Cellulitis from a truck stop shower. I think I said that right.
Close to it.
Yeah, you got to be careful in those truck stop showers, man. There's a lot of dead bodies, dead babies in the bottom of them, man. Be careful where you're watching. Put on your flip flop.
Yeah, where you're saying your shower shoes.
Well, for Peg Leg, in his defense, put on a shower shoe.
Yeah.
Bakersfield, California in the house. What's up, John?
What's up, John?
TA, the TA I was at, you can use your card. There we go. We got somebody helping us out. Cellulitis.
See, you got close. I said you got close.
Yeah, sounds alike. Thank you, Miss Cortez. Man, this morning about 3 a.m., the grapevine was insane. A big rig went off the side down the embankment, about 70 feet down. The rig was totally engulfed in flames. Oh, man, that's not good. You know, it's not good when that happens. And on the way to work today, somebody had a wreck in front of me up the road, and like it shut down. Like I was sitting in traffic for a long time, just sitting there.
Yeah, I thought you slept in because I was there way before you were.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even get to play League of Legends this morning, man. I haven't played my one game of League of Legends all day. That's probably why I'm having such a bad day today. Yeah. No problems. A former paramedic here. Funny, guys. I have to use the shower chair too. Make sure you clean it. Hey, get some.
Wear your swim trunks.
Yeah, wear your swimming trunks. I would carry a roll of cellophane with me and wrap that sucker up. You're messed up. Wear your swimming trunks. You are not a nice person. Wear your swimming trunks. It caught the side of the mountain on fire, and there was fire trucks trying to put it out. Yeah, man, California and a fire is not good. Like that state will burn.
Now at this time of year.
I've seen it burn so many times. It's a nice dog Tennessee has.
Yeah, that's Nellie, my red-nosed pit.
Oh, I didn't even see her come up.
Yeah.
I zoomed the camera out just to see.
Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see which one comes.
They'll probably all come when you call.
No.
Come. Nellie Ann. Up. Nellie Ann. Up. There he is.
She's one of my favorite ones. She likes to bark at me a lot, though, till she chills out.
Go.
And then she jumped on me and spilled my drink all over my lap last time I was there. can be very scary out here. Western Express driver cut me off a few weeks back. 5 minutes later, he crashed. Can you say karma?
Yeah.
It sucks that he crashed, but like, hey, man. Obviously, he wasn't driving safely if he cut you off and then he crashed. He definitely wasn't driving safely. Wear trunks out. Oh man, let's get rid of that comment.
Hop on it. Hop on one leg.
Oh, I never had that problem. Like, at least if you got a peg leg, at least when you get bored, you can bust out a pocket knife and make it into a deer or a moose or something. Like, you can be creative with it. I'd have to have a lot of peg legs if I had a leg cut off, because I would have to, like, I'd throw them at people and stuff. I'd be like, phew. I'd have to buy some cheap ones because I would be throwing them at people and stuff. I would be the meanest one leg guy ever, probably. But you laughing because you know you'd be throwing your peg leg at people?
Yep.
You can use the man. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a story real quick about my other career. So we had this guy, and he was going off in his cell, and he was a psych patient. He was going off, like, we kicking, beating the door down with his leg, saying he was going to kill himself. So they suited up the 5-man team, and I was on the team. And they're all like, he only has one leg. And we're like, well, we're all like, okay, we don't need the leg restraints then. And the lieutenant's all like, get the leg restraints anyways. What are you going to cuff his leg to? You going to put them both on the same leg? But anyways, we went into this cell to get him, and I was 4-man, so I was going for the first leg I seen. I went for the first knee I saw. Like, so anyways, like, I grabbed this dude, and he jerked his nub out, and he brought it back, and he, like, freaking kicked me with that bone right there, and it hit me in that chest protector, that vest, and it went bam, and I knocked the air out of me. I was like, oh, that hurt. It felt like I got hit with a sledgehammer. I was like, oh, can't breathe. And I got the gas mask on. I'm all like, oh, and there's all this gas in there. You don't want to pull it off so you can breathe better. But man, that dude knocked me hard with that thing. It's like a rock. If somebody has a nub, I guess it's like a rock on the bottom where the bone is. Like, it freaking hurt bad. Knocked the wind out of me. Yeah, I don't. But anyways, yeah, it hurt bad. Don't ever fight an amputee because he'll knock the wind out of you with that thing.
Yeah, they know how to fight. Once you lose something, you know how to make the rest of your senses get better. So.
See, I put my phone on silent and it still vibrates and shakes. I thought it was something important. But yeah, here, we'll just get to this comment right here, because Brian says, Prime, I found, is not the best place to go and try to help others out. They want you to learn it on your own. What a joke. You got to find the company that works best for you. Like, I don't know what you mean whenever want you to learn it on your own. What a joke. But, whenever it comes to stuff like pre-trip, stuff like that, a lot of that stuff you can work on your own. There's plenty of videos that Prime has put out. They give you a pre-trip paper. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do on your own. Now, an instructor will work you through the backing maneuvers. They will help you out on them. They will run you through them. They will teach them. It's up to you to listen. It's up to you to follow directions. We can do the best we can as long as you're listening and you're willing to work. Now, unfortunately, I guess you're not happy with Prime, and Brian left for a family problem, and Prime decided not to let him come back. And you know, hey, go to the next place, Brian. Like, find the company that works for you best. Like, don't give up on getting a CDL is what I'm telling you. Like, be positive. Hey, you gave it a try here. You know, go to the next one. See what's out there for you. And like I tell everybody, do your research on your companies and find out which one works for you best. And if you try one out and they turn you down, I don't care if it's Prime or whatever. Diego's on one of on my channel sometimes. He's on the streams in here. Diego wanted to come to Prime. He tried to come to Prime. He was not what Prime wanted at the time because he didn't try not to put too much of his business out, but there was a reason that Prime wouldn't hire him, and it's nothing big. It's nothing bad he did. It's pretty much he didn't have his driver's license long enough in the United States. So Prime turned him down. I told him, hey, like we were communicating. He was all like, man, it's over. Like Prime didn't hire me. I wanted to go there so bad. And I told him, I said, hey, keep your head up. Don't give up on your dream of attaining your CDL. Go to the next company. Find out the one that fits you best. Do some research. He did research out there, and every time he comes in here, he's on that Dollar General account, if y'all remember him coming in here. And he's doing great on it, and he's loving it. So, like, he's making money. He's running that Dollar General. He's happy. He's happy. He's found out what's worked for him. Now, Brian, don't give up on your CDL just because Prime's not working out for you. You know, go to the next company. Figure out the one that works for you best. I don't know. Tennessee, almost said Tennessee Titan. Tennessee Flatbed, you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered that one pretty well. I don't know the whole situation on what's going behind that. It just each people have their own opinion on certain things. Just like I don't watch football, but everybody I talk to like football, so I have my own opinion on it. And when they're talking about it, I just don't comment. I mean,
bro, it's like I said before. I know you're an animal lover, and it's not really pig skin. It's made out of plastic and oil products. Dang animal activist over there.
no, it ain't had to deal with that at all.
Who doesn't like watching a bunch of sweaty men jump into a pile together, bro? Han says, I'm not big on mega carriers myself, but if I looked on YouTube and how many Prime drivers are there, obviously they like the company. You know, and one thing I'll tell you about YouTube and trucking is Prime really doesn't censor us, and Prime lets us say what we want, and Prime lets us have our channels, and they don't really mess with us at all. Now, with that being said, there's other companies that are probably great, but I know that some companies are like, no, you're not going to bring up the company's name. You're not going to have a YouTube channel about trucking or nothing. Like, you're keeping our name out of there. So what that does is make it really hard for them to put out content. Like, I'm sure that there's some other great companies out there. They're just probably not allowed to do the YouTube videos and stuff like that. You know, it happens. What you think? What you think, Thomas? Mega carrier?
I mean, we are one of the mega carriers.
Yeah. And you know, like I'll always say, knowledge is power. So do your research, get your knowledge, and find what works for you. Trust me, I love y'all coming here, like especially whenever y'all are dropping my name on that referral. on the application and putting me down as your trainer and stuff. Like, I love to hear that. Like, it makes me feel good when people comment on my videos and they're all like, hey, I came to Prime because of you. It makes me feel good whenever I see people at the terminal that are all like, you inspired me to come to Prime. Like, like, it makes me happy. Well, what would not make me happy is if I'm the only reason you came to Prime. Like, you didn't do your research and find the company best for you. Like, I would not be happy with you failing at this or not liking Prime or not happy with the company. And you're all like, the only reason I came here was because of you. Now it feels like it's my fault that you're feeling that way. I don't want to feel like that. I want to make sure that you make your own decision to come here. It's great that you watch my videos and get some knowledge from it to help make that decision. I'm not trying to push you into coming to Prime, if that makes sense. Let's see what Alex has to say over here. People need to understand that there's not a lot of downtime too. They give extra time to deliver a lot of these loads. It can be frustrating for some people. Yeah, and I think that's more of a reefer question than a flatbed. I don't know.
No, we get some job sites that we have to deliver, like a steel building that has to be a crane to unload us. That is time pressed. That crane is rented by the hour, and it is a lot of money. We have to be there at the time they say be there, or we get penalized for that.
Well, that's downtime though. Like, he's talking about there's not a lot of downtime.
Yeah, well, there's some of ours that not a lot of downtimes. We do have our weekends because of our shippers and receivers not open on weekend, but we're still driving. We're still driving from coast to coast. We pick up our weekend load on one end and drive it all the way across to get to the other to get it delivered by Monday.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's all about that. It's all about making that money. Like, I don't like a lot of downtime, to tell you the truth. Like, I'll take my detention pay where I can get it so I can relax some. But as for like downtime, neither one of us wants that much downtime because we want to run and make as much money as we can when we're away from our families. So we run hard, we get the job done, and like, a lot of people don't understand that. You're right. Like, people don't, they want to do a load, and soon as they deliver, they want to shut down for the day. They don't want to go pick up another load that day. They're all like, I'm completely done for my day. You gotta get out that mindset. If it's time to run again, let's run. Like, keep yourself motivated. Timothy Turbo, what's going on, man? Timothy, it's been a while. Everybody likes where they work until they don't work there anymore. Yes, and I'll say that. Like, I kind of agree with that because I liked working for the state, but whenever I left it and all that stress came off of me, I realized that place stressed me out. And like, I was the one that was like, man, I'm gonna come back and finish my retirement here because I only need like 8 years to finish my retirement. And I was like, now I'm like, I don't want to go back there. I really don't. How about you, Tennessee? You want to go back to your last job?
Well, I was my own boss. My last job, I was a contractor. Money was good, but it wasn't good during the winter. So we'll just say no.
Just say no. Yeah, I bet your boss was a real jerk, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, my boss was my brother, and I was my brother's boss. So,
so y'all were both the bosses,
right?
Brian says, "I still love Prime. That's what upsets me." Yeah, I know, Brian, but the only thing you can't change it. You cannot change whatever happened, and they have their justification for it. You have whatever answer they gave you today, and you got to move on, brother. Like, don't sit here and harp on it. Go ahead and get that CDL and make yourself happy, bro. Like, better yourself. Han says, does Prime have a dress code? I see a lot of sloppy dressers out here. No, there's no dress code. Not really. They really don't micromanage us like that. Only reason I wouldn't go to Prime is because slow poke trucks.
Man, yeah, but look at fuel prices right now.
Yeah, we're getting those fuel prices in going slow. It's a good one. I didn't think about that.
That's the whole reason why our trucks run slow is because of fuel. To save on that fuel.
Exactly. The best company is the one that works for you. Prime, Warner, Swift, Rail, Knight, etc. I was looking at other companies to train and drive for. A lot wanted money up front. That wasn't gonna work for me. I like Prime that they don't require money up front. Yeah, and they give you like that 200 a week. Like they're letting you borrow while you're here too. Like that's pretty cool. And it doesn't have an interest rate to pay it back. It's no interest to pay it back. It just comes out of your check until you pay it back.
And I honestly didn't ever really see it coming out of my check. I was making some decent money. So
Yeah, Mr. Baller over there, he was just making it rain at the house. He didn't care about that measly $25 a week till it was paid off. He was just like, look at all this money. Money up for what? Probably to take a course to get your CDL. Kenworth Rider, I started following Chad Rich, former Prime lease. Best recommendation by far. Yeah, and oh man, Chad Rich is such an awesome guy. Like we had so much fun hanging out. Such a great guy. Taught me so much. Prime seems like a better fit for me and my circumstances. Yeah, you did your research and you found what works for you, and it seems like you're going to be doing good, and you're coming out here to Prime. Like more power to you. Not going back to his former employee. Kenworth Rider, you going to wait for them to bring out the Volvos, and then you're going to upgrade, man. You're going to get a Volvo. That'd be so funny, man. Kenworth Rider ends up in a Volvo or International.
bless you.
When fuel was low, you still was running slow. What you got to say for that, Thomas? What you got to
Still
say?
saved on fuel bonus.
Still got a fuel bonus?
Oh yeah.
I think he checkmated us on that one. He served us on that one. Timothy Turbo says you have to look at it this way. All the hot women's have to pass you. All the hot women have to pass you. That's exactly right. If you don't get accepted to Prime, if I don't get accepted to Prime, I'm not getting my CDL. All the other companies look really janky. I wouldn't I wouldn't give up on a CDL. So if you're not going to another mega carrier because you feel that way, I would still go to like a school or something like that, like a college course, something to get my CDL. Like I wouldn't just give up on it because Prime wasn't the one for you. Because just getting your CDL right there is going to better you and improve your financial situation and improve you. Woo! Look at that. Look at that, Tennessee. Read it, Tennessee.
I'm going to convert that ice cream into a Red Bull, though.
A Red Bull? Gotcha. Hey, I brought you. What you ever do with the Red Bull I gave you the other morning?
I drank it the next day.
Oh, the next day?
I drank it that evening before I left.
Because I gave it to you and I was all like, man, it's raining outside. I guess hold it in your jacket or something. I meant to ask you, did you drink that Red Bull in the rain?
Yeah.
Was it full?
I put it in my fridge, and then when my coffee was empty, I put it in my coffee cup.
Oh, okay. I lost where I was at. Hans made me squirrel.
One above it.
Okay. You mean Wanted Freight Shaker, which has the best fuel mileage. My trainer and I are above 10 now.
Yeah, I pulled 9s this week.
I pulled like 6.5s this week. You had that good driver in there, though. That helped you out. That smooth driving instead of that vroom, vroom, like I was dealing with. There you go, Tennessee. Answer that.
Yeah, yeah, I carry my guitar pick in my truck.
There you go.
But I play bass. I haven't played bass in a while, though. Are you having technical difficulties over there?
Nah, I was doing something.
Oh.
But you, I didn't even know you played bass.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start a band, man. I always wanted to play the drums, dude. We just need a guitarist.
Yeah.
And a vocalist.
There's some great bands out there that have the best lead singer is a bass player.
Definitely not a drummer. Is the price of fuel and DEF really going like to $8 a gallon? Ooh, I don't care. I'm a company driver.
It don't bother me.
Just make my gas price in my car go down. That stuff is high. No, I hope it's not. I hope that there's something that happens to bring this fuel price down. The fuel price is getting a little bit ridiculous right now. Volvo is actually a good truck. Downside of it breaking down, can't be in the shop for a while. Yeah, and dude, they're nice. They're nice on the inside, and they're smooth riding trucks. $7 in California already. And the dealer. Whew, man, $7 in California for some fuel. That's outrageous.
That's surprising. You can't go over 55 in California in a truck.
Oh, that's why California put their gas prices so high, is because they know we're getting good fuel mileage in that state, and it's a way to get us back. I guess.
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Yeah. Man, I'm testing 2 guys tomorrow. I'm spending my whole day testing people.
I've only got 1 testing. Then I get to meet my new student. I guess he referred me. So
I wonder who it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to get his name from the man at the counter.
Has he emailed you?
No, he told me yesterday that he was going to come to the he was coming over to the class today, and then I left early. I left shortly after you did.
Yeah, I was out of there. Here we go, fans. Oh, where was I at? They say that the company that produces diesel and DEF was told to slow down their marketing by 50%. They're making of it by 50%. I'm not surprised, man. They're just like it seems like they just try to drive up the price of everything. It's like this. If you notice, minimum wage goes up first. As soon as minimum wage goes up, guess what? Everything else is following. And then we're devaluing the dollar. That's all we're doing is we're devaluing the dollar. You can't really get nothing for $1 no more. Like, I don't know why we're still using change. I know it's a little off subject, but The mute trucker has a video on it. The muted trucker has a video on it. I hope he has the captions on. I don't know. I never heard of the mute trucker. It's kind of an odd name for a channel. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody that just has some driving videos. All truckers need to stop for 2 days, and I promise action will be taken. I don't even think that would work because you're not going to get everyone to stop for 2 days. Like you're not going to have everyone band together like that. It's not going to happen. People don't band together like that, you know. I don't know. I see all the trucking protests and stuff like that, and it's just not good. Like I don't see it doing nothing, I should say. I don't see like when they shut down the interstate and stuff like that. I don't see no change really. It's just, yeah, we did it and nothing changes. Like I don't get it. Oh, he didn't mean mute trucker. He meant mother trucker. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see much of a change with that. I really don't. I think that is just a bunch of people that do it for show, and they're all like, let's go ahead and drive through all these states and shut down the road and slowly drive. And, you know, they're just doing it for fun or to be on TV or to say one day, hey, I was a part of that. We had our own movement. You know, I don't think it's much more than that. I don't know. So tomorrow you're testing out one, and then you got your other. You're gonna meet the new student, and the guy that you just went over the road with. You're gonna do backing with him tomorrow.
Yeah, he's ready to go into parallels tomorrow. I pretty much said, all right, we're gonna do some straight backs today. Then I'm gonna say, if we get bored with that, start offset. He did three straight backs, and then boom, landed his right side offset, no problem. So good. He's got some decent skill behind him from pulling a yard trailer.
Oh, was he a yard dog before?
No, I mean yard trailer behind his pickup.
Oh, behind his pickup.
Yeah.
I don't know what yard trailer is, man. You got me all confused. I'm a yard dog. I'm a yard trailer. You mean a yard dog? He was a yard dog?
Now, some of them yard dog drivers are not as good as they are with a regular truck because the pivot's wrong.
No, they're not. They're not. I've had problems with them. They think that they can just jackknife it like real quick, and they think they can jackknife it and then it'll stay there while they get in front of it. It's not working. It's really, really. It's not funny watching the yard dog drive back one of our trucks. They mess it up. My most famous one came to see me at the pad today. Garcia, he's my most famous yard dog driver. He was the first student I ever had fail the road test. And actually, he was an eval because he had a seat. He was the first person I ever had first person to go on any type of road eval and fail it. Was my guy with the CDL that used to do yard dog. He impeded traffic.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to that traffic, especially yields. But those two lights they have you hit, sometimes they can get you.
Yeah. And well, where he got it is he came out of the industrial area. He came out of the industrial area and pulled out, and he went into you know how it has that little short runway to get over, to merge over into the lane of traffic.
Right.
He went into that, and there was a car next to him in the other lane, and he just got over. He just got over into the other lane because his lane was ending, and that car had to go into oncoming traffic, and he impeded traffic like that. They went into the other lane. Luckily, no one was coming. They sped up, got in front of him, and drove off. And, you know, I'll never forget that because that was my first ever fail at the drive. Like, I'll never forget whenever the examiner came back, and I'm all like, you know, I never had no one fail the drive before. So I'm like, yeah, man, you got it. I told you would get it. And he's all like, yeah, I got it. And then the examiner was all like, hold on a minute. We need to come in here and talk. And I'm like, oh no. What's the most difficult part in flatbed?
I got to say, folding our tarp back up when we go to put them away, especially by yourself and it's windy. That's the most difficult part of our job is folding them tarps back up.
It's easy. Just treat it like a Walmart bag and just leave it there and put the new one on.
Yeah, not $300 a pop.
$300 a pop. Wow. When is Tennessee doing a live? Tennessee's going to do a live whenever he gets 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you share his videos on all your social media platforms, all the Facebook groups that you are in, and get him up to 1,000 subscribers, and he will do his live, or at least probably 800. I don't know.
Well, I can go 800.
800.
800. Let them give a chance.
Sound like an auction going on right now. Do I hear 900, 975, 975, 975, 800 going once, going twice? Sold to the guy with the ring in his nose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about getting this thing going. I've got another one dropping today at 8:30. And then hope you guys like the information I put into it. And then I'm gonna try to put out one a week. And then when I get a little bit more comfortable, I'll maybe put out more than one a week. So, hey, Steven. Daniel's waving at you.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Steven. You wearing those shoes I gave you?
I have.
Awesome.
Yeah. His girlfriend just went home, so now he has to do his chores.
What? That door better not have been shut.
It wasn't.
He answered, it wasn't. I thought he would do it when he moved to Kentucky.
Yeah, no.
Moved to Kentucky? When you find out you're moving away from me, bro?
I'm not.
Well, guys, we're gonna get out of here. 8:30. Make sure y'all are subscribed to. Let me try to point at the little name thing right there. Tennessee Flatbedder. Make sure y'all are subscribed to him and be looking for his video to come out in. Man, my watch is dead. Like 40 minutes. It's coming out in like 40 minutes.
Give me a second. I'll drop a link in there.
About to have a link in there for y'all. Han says, I think Tennessee makes good videos. At least he swears a little. At least he swears a little.
Yeah, you know how hard it is for me to hold my tongue and all these.
Did you get it in there or no?
Yep.
I didn't see it pop up right here. Ah, there we go. So make sure y'all click that link if y'all have not subscribed to him yet and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. The video's going to come pretty soon. We're out of here. Thanks for everyone for stopping by.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
And we're out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COX